Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jed Joling with eXp Realty. Today is Monday, May 1st, and I've got a Southern Oregon market update for you. So we're going to jump right into it. I've got a lot to cover. Between Jackson and Josephine counties, we currently have 892 active residential single-family listings on the market. That number is up 6% from where we were this same time last year, which was at 840. This previous week, we had 128 new listings, 96 listings go pending. 77 closed and 34 off the market due to expired or canceled listing contracts. In comparison to the 4-week average, we were up 21.5 on the new count, down just 3/4 of a unit on the pending count, and we're up 10.25 on the close count. Comparing to this same week last year, we're down 31% on the new count, down 33% on the pending count, and down 41% on the close count. Out of the 128 new listings this previous week, 17 of those are already pending, representing 13.3% of those new listings. Mortgage rates today ticked up a bit, and I believe that's in anticipation of what we might find out here in the next couple days with the Fed. The conventional 30-year fixed, it went up 2 different times today in the place that I track it. So we're at 6.73%. currently on the national average for that. And on the FHA 30-year fix, we're at 6.3%. Purchase applications were up 4.64% week over week. Refi applications were up 1.73% week over week. And purchase applications are down 28% year over year. Refi applications are down just about 51% year over year. Snapshot of inventory for this week puts us at 2.7 months of inventory from this week's data. And if we do the 4-week average, that puts us at 3.1 months of inventory. So still not super great on the inventory, but we are climbing in the active listing count, which is definitely helping, seeing a lot more new listings than we have been here in the previous month. So that will definitely help out and hopefully provide more for buyers to shop. Our first quarter GDP report came out this previous week. We were up 1.1%, which is decent. The Fed's going to have their meeting tomorrow and the next day, and it's very possible that we're going to see the Fed funds rate raised 0.25% once again as they keep fighting inflation. The inflation and CPI report is not scheduled to come out until May 10th. Jobs report is scheduled to come out on May 5th. And we should have all of our April data in by next Monday, so I should be able to report on what April looked like as a whole. I'm going to go ahead and talk about what's you've probably been hearing about a lot of in the news is the new LLPA pricing adjustment. So basically what this is, it's called the loan level price adjustment. And this is what comes into play when a lender is looking at your credit and your down payment amount and how much you're going to be charged, as a fee for, what your credit and your down payment combination is. Keep in mind the changes that were made to this were only for conventional loans. So it's not going to affect FHA, VA, USDA. It's just conventional loans. But some of the key changes here that I'm going to go over is when you look at this chart, which I'll turn around here for you in a minute, you might not be able to see it too well just because it'll be on the camera here. But in the past, it didn't really matter if you had higher than a 740 credit score. That was kind of the top tier pricing for a conventional loan. Now they've added 2 more categories here, so 760 to 779, and then 780 and plus now being the best credit score you could have for the conventional pricing. Before there wasn't much incentive to do a 10 or 15% down loan. You could just do a 5% down loan and still get a decent rate. But when they make these price adjustments to loan level, now it's actually going to make a difference. And if you have a higher down payment, it actually is going to help out from what I'm seeing on this chart. You're going to see a lot of colors on this chart. What I'm looking at is anywhere between like the 680 to 780 credit score range, or 779 credit score range, between a 5 and a 20% down payment is where this was affected the most. That's where the rates went up the most for those better credit borrowers. But if we go from 679 and down, pretty much across the board, all that pricing was lowered quite a bit for the lower credit borrowers. So basically what this did was help the lower credit borrowers not pay as much, when it comes to closing. They're going to pay, a couple $1,000s, whatever it is. It's going to depend on the loan amount, because it's based off a percentage of the loan amount when it comes to the closing table of how much they're going to pay for the loan level pricing adjustment. But basically it's helping the majority of those 680 and under. Those are now going to be priced out better for them. Whereas above that, and to a certain point, you're going to be paying a little bit more than you were before. So, there's a lot of opinions going around about this. Of course, everyone is going to have an opinion about it. Just a lot of people are saying, well, what's the incentive to have better credit then? And there still is definitely some incentive to have better credit. Obviously, it's better all around for everything. But this doesn't help the argument, I guess you could say. So I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to see if I can put this up to the camera screen and kind of show you. This probably won't make sense to much of any of you, but maybe if you wanted to screenshot this, you'd be able to take a look at what the changes really are. So hopefully that shows up decent. If not, maybe I'll try and put it on the video, but I think it'll show up all right. So that's my takeaway or my explanation on that. You can definitely get a better explanation from a lender, because I'm not, this isn't my exact job, but I try to do my best here to help out with information. Moving on, if you're in the market for a property, looking to build a home or put a manufactured home on, I have a property hitting the market tomorrow in Grants Pass. It's 2.6 acres. It's already got a well, septic, and power to the home site. It's got a 2-car garage next to the home site. It's flag lot, comes off of Monument Drive, and so it puts the home site about 300 yards away from the road, so you really have no road traffic from the Monument Drive there. It's going to be hitting the market tomorrow morning, $215,000. If that sounds like something you're interested in, get a hold of me, give me a call or shoot me a text, give me a message, and you can ask questions or we can go take a look at that. Also have a listing out here in Rogue River in the manufactured home park, $150,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,900 plus square feet home, and space rent in there is $700 a month. So keep in consideration that. But it's a very clean, well-maintained home that would make a great place for somebody, and it is an all-age park currently. Have another home here in Rogue River. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, 1,700 plus square feet, up on the hill here in Rogue River off of 3rd Street, and that's Cedar Ridge Terrace. That's listed at $430,000. It's got a double-car garage, but then it's also got another garage next to it that you could use for a boat or an RV or whatnot. Give me a call or shoot me a text if any of those are interesting to you. That's all I've got for today's market update, and hopefully you all have a good rest of the week and stay dry through this weather. We'll talk to you soon.